Yeah, yes, of course. And you know, to see Justin coming on like that, but I don't know if you can imagine to see your son going out in the rain in a 962 at Le Mans, you know, in the night, in the wet, was pretty horrifying, pretty frightening. And I just remember it's funny because I couldn't really share it with anybody. You know, there was nobody to say, "That's my son," you know. You know, I mean, nobody said, "Of course, you know, let him get on with it." But it's very. I mean, I remember when I got out of it at one stage, and he looked at me as he got in the car and like saying, because you used to often give tips to one of the, if you had time, say, "Watch out, it's very slippery at Arnau, it's very slippery at, you know, whatever you like at Tertre Rouge something." And I looked at him and he's looking like pleading eyes, aged, what, 22 or something, looking at me saying, "Well, Dad, tell me what to do." And I went, "It's very slippery," and just slammed the door. And I went, off he went, and every lap I prayed that he would come round. And he had some, you know, he drove, the car wasn't good in the wet because we had set it up aerodynamically to be dry. And it was a big goof because we knew we couldn't keep up with those sort of basic Formula One engine cars that they had developed at that point, which sort of most people have forgotten ever appeared, but they came in for a few years. It was an amazing time to drive with your own son at that stage. Of course, later on, I then drove with him in the McLaren some 10 years later, and we finished third overall. So.